Hey, what's up everyone? So you want to change the power LED on your PS1? Well, stay tuned and let me show you how it's done. As always, let's start with what you're going to need, your soldering and desoldering equipment. You don't need one this fancy, but if you happen to have one, I set my temp to 350 degrees Celsius, and I didn't even need the solder wick. But it will probably be needed with a lower watt soldering iron, a pair of wire clippers, a Phillips head screwdriver, which is camera shy, and some LEDs. I needed 3mm, but you may have room for 5mm, depending on what version PS1 you have. More on that in a bit. Let's start by flipping the console over and using our Phillips head screwdriver to remove the 6 screws holding the top shell on. The nice thing about these systems is they aren't concerned with being opened up, nothing hidden, and there's no security stickers, nice and easy. Once you have the 6 screws out, be sure to place them in a safe place so they don't get lost. The top comes right off with no effort at all. Set it aside and let's continue to the 2 Phillips screws holding in the power supply. They are located towards the back of the console. Before the power supply is completely free, unplug this one connector. Now that you have your power supply out, it should be noted that there are a few different ones with slight differences. Mine is a 9001, which is the newest. There is also a 1001 and a 5001. But don't worry too much about that. Go ahead and find your LED. It's located on the front of the board. Mine is a small rectangle-ish one, which is roughly the same size as a 3mm LED height-wise. Yours may be a 5mm. Then you will need to decide which lead on your board is your positive and your negative. I did this by finding the flat side on the LED itself, which is your negative or cathode. Using that picture as a guide, it shouldn't be too tough to figure out. If you have the same board as me, I've marked the positive and the negative on the board with a fine point Sharpie. Once you know what's what, desolder your old LED and replace it with your new one. From here, all you need to do is put your console back together, which shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes as this thing really is a dream to take apart. Plug it in and turn it on to admire your new power indicator color. I went with blue as it was the only 3mm LEDs I had. Stay tuned for more PS1 mods in the future. Thanks for watching. If this tutorial helped you, please subscribe and give that like button a click. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, be sure to leave a comment below. You can also follow me on Twitter at TechnoOnTop for channel updates and just to see what projects I'm working on. Check out my last videos. One shows off modded consoles, which unfortunately the music is a bit too loud, and the other I teach you how to add some LED flare to your slim PS2 controller ports. Though I have plenty more tutorials covering multiple consoles, so check those out if these don't interest you. Till next time, peace.